But we are back this week, ready to go. And as you can see, this is the modern / standard F&M card party, no remix, original. And it looks like we have not the people who are listed. So let me go ahead and fix that first. So, I'm still getting everything set up as this is round 1, and we are going to feature standard and modern. It might be like 3 rounds of standard, 1 round of modern, it might be 5 rounds of modern, you never know. Right now there's 2 standard decks on the camera though. So we have Josh Black, and unless I am mistaken, and modern is playing, it might be like 3 rounds of standard, 1 round of modern, it might be 5 rounds of modern, you never know. Right now there's 2 standard decks on the camera though. So we have Josh Black. And unless I am mistaken, and modern is playing, it might be like 3 rounds of standard, 1 round of modern, it might be 5 rounds of modern, you never know. Right now there's 2 standard decks on the camera. Michael Robinson. So we have Josh Black. And unless I am mistaken, and modern is playing, it might be like 3 rounds of standard, 1 round of modern, it might be 5 rounds of modern, you never know. Right now there's 2 standard decks on the camera. Michael Robinson. And then we have the results of the Pro Tour. And unless I am mistaken, and modern is playing, it might be like 3 rounds of standard, 1 round of modern, it might be 5 rounds of modern, you never know. Right now there's 2 standard decks on the camera. Michael Robinson. And then Michael Josh Black on the plate. Now Josh Black. Unless I am mistaken, and modern is playing, it might be like right now there's 2 standard decks on the camera. Oh, that might be that's a couple more lands than I thought I had. Right now there's 2 standard decks on the camera. Oh, that might that's a couple more lands than I thought I had. So I'll be right back. Right now there's 2 standard decks on the camera. Oh, that might that's a couple more lands than I thought I had. So I'll be right back. Right now there's 2 standard decks on the camera. Oh, that might that's a couple more lands than I thought I had. So I'll be right back. Right now there's 2 standard decks on the camera. Oh, that might that's a couple more lands than I thought I had. So I'll be right back. Right now there's 2 standard decks on the camera. Oh, that might that's a couple more lands than I thought I had. So I'll be right back. Right now there's 2 standard decks on the camera. Oh, that might that's a couple more lands than I thought I had. So I'll be right back. Right now there's 2 standard decks on the camera. Oh, that might that's a couple more lands than I thought I had. So I'll be right back. We do not have right now listed. Switch it around on me. That's a couple more lands than I thought I had. So I'll be right back. We do not have right now listed. Switch it around on me. That's a couple more lands than I thought I had. I don't know what kind of ad. So I'll be right back. We do not have right now listed. Switch it around on me. That's a couple more lands than I thought I had. I don't know what kind of ad. So I'll be right back. We do not have right now listed. Switch it around on me. Actually, I will test on this screen. I don't know what kind of ad. I'll be right back. We do not have right now listed. Switch it around on me. Actually, I asked on this screen. I don't know what kind of ad. I'll be right back. We do not have right now listed. Switch it around on me. Actually, I asked on this screen. I don't know what kind of. Well, that might not be a Temple of Silence. I don't know what the foil is. So I'll be right back. We do not have right now listed. Switch it around on me. Actually, I asked on this screen. I don't know what kind of thoughts these which can get rid of. That might not be a Temple of Silence. I don't know what the foil is. Paperback Walker if they have it. I can't imagine that you really want that card to do too much. I'll be right back. Back here now. That might not be a temple silence. I don't know what the foil is. It's not really a mini fridge, more like a. I can't imagine the regular size fridge do too much. I'll be right back. Back here now. That might not be a temple silence. I don't know what the foil is. It's not really a mini fridge, more like a. I can't imagine the regular size fridge do too much. I'll be right back. Back here now. That might not be a temple silence. I don't know what the foil is. It's not really a mini fridge, more like a. I can't imagine the regular size fridge. I'll be right back. One is West Virginia, which is that might not be a temple size. I don't know what the foil is. It's not really a mini fridge, more like a. I can't imagine the regular size. I'll be right back. One is West Virginia, which is that might not be a temple size. I don't know what the foil is. Actually, you might notice more like a way bigger camera this week. Finally, right back. You see it right above on the left side of your screen, above the E18. One is the other side of it, and there's a little fishing line above it. Actually, you might notice more like a way bigger camera this week. Finally, right back. You see it right above on the left side of your screen, above the E18. One is the other side of it, and there's a little fishing line above it. Actually, you might notice more like a way bigger camera this week. Finally, right back. You see it right above on the left side of your screen, above the E18. One is the other side of it, and there's a little fishing line above it. Actually, you might notice more like a way bigger camera this week. Finally, right back. You see it right above on the left side of your screen, above the E18. One is the other side of it, and there's a little fishing line above it. Actually. And I'll see if that works. It's going to take a minute for it to fix, probably like 25 seconds or so. But we see a Chief of the Foundry come down for Joe, and he's going to swing in the air for 2. I believe it's 2. It might only be 1, actually. Against Christina, who's going to go down to 17 as a result from the 1 attack from the Ornithopter, who gets a little help from his buddy Chief of the Foundry. It's a 3-drop 2/3 that says give your artifact creatures +1/+1. Another Thoughtsy's going to come down for, and she's either going to take Pia or Thopter Spy Network, and this is a tough choice, as Thopter Spy is really good, and so is Pia and Karan Nalar. They are also pretty good. She's going to take away the Thopter Spy Network, going to 15 life. And yeah. So Thopter Spy Network is out of the way. Joe is down to his last card in hand, which is a Pia Karan Nalar. And Christina's going to play a Plains, and she has an Abzan Charm in her grip, along with Elspeth, Forest, and Hero's Downfall. She has a really strong hand. Unfortunately, she only has 1 black source, so she doesn't have Downfall mana up, but she does have Abzan Charm mana up, which will either let her draw cards, do a combat trick, or exile a creature. And right now, Joe's going to get in there for 3 with the Chief of the Foundry, and 2 with the Ornithopter. But she could Abzan Charm her creature, but I think Abzan Charm does it off of toughness, so that'll exile the Chief of the Foundry, or destroy. No, it does exile. And 1 will get through. putting Christina down to 14 life. Joe's going to pass it back. Christina's going to untap and draw and check out her hand. She's definitely going to play this forest and go up to 5. If she hits 7, remember that the Nissa will flip and be a planeswalker. As soon as the 7th land hits the battlefield, she will trigger. You can respond to the trigger by killing her while she's a creature, etc., etc. But if not, she transforms and comes back as Nissa something. I'm not sure what the planeswalker name of the Nissa is, unfortunately, for you all. I'm sorry. So if you happen to know the name of the Nissa Flipside, you can comment that in the chat and help all of us out a lot. But Thoughtsei's going to strip away the Pia, and it looks like that was a blue card. Nope, another Chief of the Foundry. He's going to get in there for 1, 2, 3, 5 total. Knock Christina down to 7 if she takes it. Looks like she's going to. So, Downfall and Elspeth. If she has a land, she gets to play an Elspeth. And then she only loses to a Shrapnel Blast. Nope, instead it's going to be a Courser of Kruphix. It's going to show a fetch land. That's going to bring Christina a life up to 8. And another land on top. That's probably one that she might shuffle back. Now she has Downfall mana up, and she's able to block. Yeah, this is going to be a good turn for Christina. She could double block a Chief of the Foundry and Downfall the other Chief, and then she will lose either the Nissa or the Courser. If she loses the Courser, that's even better, because the Nissa flips and she gets to make a 4/4. If she loses Sage Animus, Nissa Sage Animus. Thank you, Old Acre, for the help on that. I was not sure what the name of the new Nissa was on the flip side. Only know her as Nissa Vastwood Seer. Christina's still thinking what to do for her turn. She currently has a Hero's Downfall and an Elspeth in her hand. She's just going to pass it back, and Joe's going to knock the top and draw. It looks like it's playable as he immediately reaches for the man. Is that the 4th? Oh, okay. Thopter Engineer. That's a good card. It puts a 1/1 Thopter into play, and all of your artifact creatures, it might say artifacts, but I'm going to say artifact creatures have haste. Because artifacts pretty much already have haste. Artifacts are one of the few things that you can do in Magic. As long as it's a regular artifact, not an artifact creature, you can use artifacts as soon as they come into play. And sometimes, including myself, I forget about that. And it's really important to remember that. With things like mana rocks, like for example, if you turn 3, you can play Mind Stone. You still have 1 land up, and the Mind Stone one, you could play another 2 mana spell, 2 converted mana cost spell. And she's going to get in there with all of them, and she's going to crack the fetch. Nothing's going to happen. She'll go down to 7. Courser life gain will put her back up to 8. So nothing's going to happen from the fetch land. She's going to grab a forest. And I believe it's going to be Hero's Downfall, targeting the Chief of the Foundry, the guy in the middle of Joe's creatures. Once again, in case you are wondering, Christina is at the top of your screen playing Abzan, and Joe's at the bottom of your screen playing blue-red artifacts. Downfall's going to come down for the Chief, and we'll see if there's going to be a double block or not. I think the double block is fine. It's okay to lose Courser and Nissa. No, it's just going to be a single block. I guess that it doesn't die, and she will take 3, going down to 5. I think the double block there allows you, granted you will lose your Nissa, maybe the Courser, because the Courser is almost more impressive. And we have a Thopter in play. Though, I guess Courser just bounces. So right now, Christina's going to gain a life when she plays the Llanowar Waste. And it's or that was a Temple. Never mind. It's going to go up to 6. I forgot she cracked the fetch. She can play... so Nissa's going to flip, actually. And that is a pretty good card. She might just +1 Nissa and get that Hero's Downfall to her hand. It makes it to where she only takes 1 from that Thopter token. I mean, right now she's just blocking the Chief Foundry all day. You can also just play... you could make a token with Nissa, and then you could just play the Elspeth and plus, and then draw the Hero's Downfall. Joe does have a chance to draw Shrapnel Blast, and if he does have game. So this is a really tough choice, because he has yet to see a Shrapnel Blast, and it is certain that he plays 4. So right now he's just... Christina is actually trying to think of what to do, and she's going to plus Nissa. Look at the top card. It's another Hero's Downfall, and that is pretty awesome for her. She